Hi, Miss Pat. Just want to go over a few of the details that we found while researching your website. I think you'll find it interesting and informative. I just want to show you some of the work that we'll be doing with you as a partner on this project. So bear with me a few minutes and I'll get right to it. Thank you. Okay, let's get right to it. Let me look at your website first. I want to tell you that overall, these numbers are ones that we track. They look pretty good. 24 and 35 is good, and that's because your website has such a great age. It's been around since 1996, so that is a good thing for you. That gives you some authority and that establishes you in the community, basically. But some other things that I looked at here that I saw that were not as good is this is what you're basically you're branded for, what you're being found for. And if you look at everything in here, it has Camellia. All the links coming to your website have your name in them. Now that's great if somebody knows your name, but the majority of people out there may not know who you are, and they may just be looking for healthcare or home health or hospice, and they're not finding you for that reason. And I'm going to go into a little more details in a minute. Here's the health of your website itself, and if we go here and we just look down at some of the things, one thing we found is there's no meta description tag. This is very important for Google classifying you in the proper categories. Your keywords here, it looks like someone just made up a bunch of keywords and threw in there, which is not helping you. They have to be very specific. Your images should all have what's called alt text. They all should have names, basically. There's a few missing there. There's not a lot of text on the pages themselves. That's very important. Google wants a minimum of 1,000 to 1,200 words on a page for it to be the best optimized. And then here's something really important. The sitemap tells Google and the search engines how to crawl and go through your website. And then the robot text also helps in that. Another thing here is your preview. This is what you look like when you come up on Google. And if you look here, it's just a bunch of jumbled mess. It says username, password, remember me, log in, forget your username. This is not helping you at all. Okay, so there's a few things that we looked at. Another, here's again, the sitemap does not exist and your robot text does not exist. That's very important and it should have been done a long time ago. So if you had somebody work on it, they definitely overlooked this part. And then here are just some of the words you're getting found for, which are not the words that you want. Username and password is not something that you want to get found for. All right. So the next details, I did a comparison with your competition, and I was shocked. It is quite high. There's hundreds of other facilities out there. I didn't know this, but now I know now. But I picked out a few I thought were the most related to you. There's Forest Health right there, Forest General, and so far a couple of them are kicking your butt. But you can get ahead of them and rank past them to get some more business. Now, here's where I say that you're getting found for your brand name, and that's great, but the people that don't know you are not finding you. So you can see everything here is Camellia, Camellia, Camellia all the way down, and I ran the top 100 keywords, and all of them had your brand in there. Now that's great because you're getting found for number one here, number one here. However, I'll show you where you're missing a significant part of the traffic that's out there. Okay, and here's what I'm talking about. When someone Googles hospice, that's someone that's not familiar with you. There are 110,000 searches per month in the US. Hospice care, there are nearly 50,000 searches per month looking for what you have. And this palliative care, which is very similar, right? 110,000. What is hospice? Somebody has a question about that. 12,000. So you can see here that there is tons and tons of people looking for what you do, but you're not getting found at all for these key terms. And I got to looking at your backlinks. So these are all the websites that are talking about you, that are connected to you. You know, when you do the Chamber of Commerce, when you do an event, when you get into the news, they give you a link back to your website. All those things are great, and you have quite a bit in there. However, I found where someone had stolen your profile and is using it to basically power up their camera shop. So we look here, we have Camellia Color Corp. And there you can see on the map, there they are. Then you have Camellia Color Corp again in Sacramento. You have again here on photographs, pro photos, and Flutterby. So these folks have really taken your name and are using it to promote their site. So they're mixed in of all these links. And here's the Color Corp here, Color Corp here. They've connected themselves to your website. We can disavow some of that and get rid of it. And here's one thing I do want to show you. Now this is going to look great on the surface, but when you dig deep, it's not as great. It shows you have about 2,600 visits per month. Now what we have is software that measures and tracks every single user that comes to your website. We know where they come from, what country, what county. We know what computer they're using. I can tell you if it's a mobile phone or a desktop, but either way, there's a lot of details that we can go into. What I can show you here is once we get on board and we begin to do the research and put these tools into place, I can show you that probably 40 or 50% of this is malicious traffic. It's what's called bots, which are just computer software that run in your website. It could be some of these folks with the photos that are trying to get in and hack your website. And I know you have great security in there, but there's ways that we can block them and they can never ever get to your website to even need your security. Okay, so that's the little things we do. And here again, here's that pro photos down here. Here's some magazine articles that you're connected to, and that's all great. But I just wanted to show you that. I find with many clients, they think they have great traffic coming through their website, but when we get into the details, we find out that it's not the case. So just wanted to show you that. Just want to give you an overview of your website and show you a little bit of things that we do with our clients when we bring them on board. We go in great detail and depths to find what is working, what's not working, and to get them in front of the right traffic. And there was one more thing I wanted to show you here. Okay, so I just made a little spreadsheet here with the top 20 keywords that you could get found for. And you'll see there's 100,000, 50,000, 30,000, 20, all the way down to people. I went all the way down to 1,000 searches a month. If you add all that up, you're looking at around 300,000 searches for what you do. Now, I know you're not national, but when we tag that with the state that you're in and the care that you give, then you're going to pick up a lot of that traffic when it's done properly. And I just want to give you that overview and say thank you very much and have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you very soon. Bye.